right, what's up everybody, BMW fans and fellow BMW lovers. I'm going to change the exhaust on my E92 M3, partially out of boredom, partially due to the fact that I've ordered a new Dinan rear section, but my M3 is really sorted and looking really great, and the Dinan tips are not removable, and this exhaust was on the car when I bought it, and it's starting to flake apart, the black tips, and so I'm gonna try something different. And I came to find out that the Akra, the Akrapovic, the Evolution version of the exhaust is being discontinued, and so I scooped one up just to have. And to stay with this car, and I'm probably going to have an E92 for a really long time. So I want to throw this on. I've never been a big fan of the tone you get from titanium, and I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just going to put it on and try it out for a little while. It'll lighten, drop some weight on the car. This comes with, if you look at the mid pipe, this is essentially quad resonated like what I have now, but there are two sport cats and then two resonators, and the cats will be nice to have. You do get quite a bit of smell from the catless setup that I have now, but this eliminates the secondary cats and puts a resonator in place, and retains a primary cat, just a little bit higher flowing version than the stock mid pipe. The current setup I have now is Dinan has quad resonators, but no cats. And so we're adding a cat back in, and don't think I'll gain or lose power. These exhausts have been proven the Akra has been proven to get the most power on the S65, V8 that this car has. And so we'll see if it's too tinny, and I've heard these before, but it's been a long time, and I've always been kind of against it. They used to be, $7,500, $7,800. The pricing's come down on them. I think it was 67 and change, 6,700, plus about $100 to ship. So anyway, let's start taking apart the Dinan. Let me show you all the tools that we'll need for this, and show you what I'm going to use to take this apart. I'll get the lights up under here. We'll take the Dinan apart. I'm going to sell the rear section. I already have a buyer for that. I'm going to keep the middle section. They don't make that anymore. It's a rare-ish part. It's something I'm going to likely end up hoarding some of these M-car parts as these cars get older and harder to get, and they tend to get a lot of them are getting kind of destroyed. So anyway, let me show you what tools we're going to use. So the Akra comes in two boxes. I think what I'll end up using is, so these are all the clamps they come with, and they recommend you need to put the ceramic paste, I believe it is, in between each titanium to titanium part, and you put the copper anti-seize paste on any regular metal to titanium. And I'm going to be using likely the high-speed ratchet. This is the new 3/8 high-speed ratchet Milwaukee I'll have in the store here shortly. I do have these in stock. This is the 3/8 stubby, 3/8 right angle impact. These both are basically the same tool, just one is the right angle and one is the straight, depending on what you call it. These are the brand new Milwaukee impacts, which are freaking awesome. We'll only need a 13 millimeter likely. Some sonic tools. This is a Blue Point or Snap-on. This is a grommet puller. And then check out the tips on this thing. I'll probably try to track down a set of titanium tips used, so keep an eye out. But these are the carbon fiber. I don't love these as much, but again, I'll track down a set of titanium used ones somewhere that no longer make the titanium stuff. And then here's the exhaust. So it's made up of the rear section, then the mid pipe or X pipe, and then the actually this is where the primary cat would be, where those bungs are. And so the connecting pipes will connect the output of the header to the X pipe that goes in the center over to the slip-on rear section. So that's what we're going to be setting up. All right, step one, let's remove the rear section. So you got these two thingies here. You got this piece here. So what I'm going to do is remove the two clamps on the back here. So these are 13s. Let's use our stubby. Take these off. Just enough so that the clamp stays together. Apart. Like so, okay? Then I'm gonna use my grommet puller. Should be easier. Grommet pull it rather than take the brackets off because the titanium piece is so light. I'll be able to hold it up here. Plus I have my pole jacks. Never had pole jacks in the past. Finally got a darn crowbar. Milwaukee sent me these. So you can just put some, just lubricate this to slide it off. I don't want to because then it makes such a mess. Take these two 13s off here. That's one 13 mil and another. Go. I can slide this off of here. Okay, that's out. And it'd be easier to do. Just take the whole grommet bracket off. Got the pole jack sitting right here. I'll show you the grommet bracket. Bracket's off. Exhaust is out. Okay, let's set this aside and do the same thing. Tell you what, just having the extra couple of inches of height from the noose palm is life-changing over the twin bush. Okay, that's off. That. Boom. So let's disconnect. So the Dynamital racing is one giant piece. So this whole thing comes. So I'm going to take our O2 sensors off first. I normally just twist the wire rather than trying to find where the Molex connection is. So I normally just do it that way. But yeah, so you see your quad resonators. I've done it where it just is a single resonator and it's just too raspy. First few times on my 2011 I had to do this on the ground, like on jack stands. That was terrible. O2 sensor wire is not liking that twist. Come on out. There we go. Nothing like taking a perfectly good, perfectly functioning setup with no problems and making problems. Hopefully we won't have any problems. This should be pretty simple. It's just an exhaust. All right, so let's take our external Torx. These are probably E12s. Oh shoot, there is a nut on the other side. It's a 12 millimeter. 15? Guess so. Or 14. There we go. Problem is I dropped the darn bolt somewhere. I did lose it. God dang it. Idiot. Just take the stupid plate off. It'll make everything so much easier. Makes everything so much easier just to take this thing off. Found my bolt. Okay. That's removed. Let's get our pole jack in position. we're out. Wherever these pole jacks been my whole life. I can just bring this down without killing myself. Ish. That's a Dinan Middle Racing. It's real heavy. Which is part of the reason why it sounds good, is it's so heavy. Update. I'd forgotten that the Dinan Middle Racing doesn't use this little brace here. I spent the last hour kind of getting it lined up, and I had it on the wrong side, so it wasn't fitting. But anyway, it goes on the front side facing forward, so these bolts go in, and I have these sort of loosely installed. That way I can adjust the exhaust. So I have the 2 bolts in with the donut gaskets. I put all 4 O2 sensors in, and notice I took that, there was a cover here, so I took that cover off. Would have saved some time. Now I'm going to put the center section in. But first, what I got to do, we got to take this off. Just going to take this off of here. So let's do that while we're at it. So that's a 13. So this piece comes off, and then we'll go on the new Akra center section. And this is just an OE part here. And Dinan gives you spacers, so the Dinan spacers space this out, which we shouldn't need for this one. So the cats go toward the back, which means this should sit like that, I believe. Yeah, it's gotta be it. The other thing I had to do was dig out some of the OE bolts. I had to go find that bracket. Luckily, I keep everything nice and organized, so it only took a few minutes. Okay, that's on. Now, we've got to put some brackets and anti-seize on this. So, I hate putting this ceramic paste on these things, but I'm not worried about putting copper on here. But I will do the anti-seize on the inside of this so it doesn't lock on. Just makes a big mess. I'm just doing this basic anti-seize on here. We'll just set that there for now, make a big mess. Gotta put it around the edge here as well. We just don't want this to lock on because it's, titanium. So you need to put a little bit of anti-seize around the joints. You certainly are getting what you pay for on this exhaust. Directions are good. The big directions are okay. The fit and finish of everything is just next level. There's nothing else like this. Shit. It's gonna be a pain in the butt. It's gotta come in more. Let's try to get this on. There we go. Nice and easy. Super sturdy. See, this center brace, I think, eliminates the need for those other brackets. Let's see if they fit. Good, we got a nice connection there. Losing some weight, so I'm just not putting that bracket on. Took all this time to go hunt it down and find it. I'm not even going to use it. All right, let's get this connection at least started here. All right, so I didn't realize these weren't all the same. So the short bolt version, this one needs to go on this goes on the tip. And the longer version. So there's a short bolt and a long bolt. This bolt here. So this bolt is the longer one that needs to go on this bracket. Well, next time I do this, it's gonna take me 15 minutes. I'm just having a nice little solo session in the garage. I could do this all day. I got nowhere else to go, nothing else to do. This is what I'm doing today. Getting anti-seize all over myself. The other thing you can do is put the copper paste, anti-seize for the threads, but I'm not doing that. Or you live in Florida, I don't have to worry about rusting and stuff so much. That's how we do it. Okay, so now, do this one too. Now each section, I'm not super amped about the carbon tips. The beauty of these exhausts is the fit and finish is just incredible. The bad part is the suggestion to use anti-seize everywhere. Ugh, hate this crap. Using 50 paper towels. I need to remove some pieces off of the Dinan stuff here and put it on the Akra. Uh-oh. Now we have two holes. That goes on the inside. Let's take a look. Probably one's for the sedan maybe, or one's for slip-on, or one's for Evo. Oh. Goes in the top hole. The other hole is for the grounding strap. And these are threaded, so we don't need the nut. But I do need this guy. One of these. Are these grounding straps or are they just safety straps? I think they're just safety. Wrong way, Dumbo. Stock exhaust must have had a different, I don't have the little bolt for this. We're just not gonna do it. It's fine, it's titanium. It's not going anywhere. Let's knock out the other side. This time let's do it so you can see. Ah, screw you, I'm not moving it. I'm doing it right here. I realized I have anti-seize on my shoulder, on the It's on the Sonic tool rack. It's on my face, on my nose. It's freaking everywhere. I hate this. It's freaking 14. 15. Good thing I brought it. As you can see, the Dinan system uses a little bit different setup than stock. I started out really organized. I'm making a darn mess. This is the left side. This is an 18. Okay. Got that ready to go. Got the two uppers ready to go. Got the other piece on there. We're ready to put the rear section in.
Take this, put it on there. Actually, first thing, let's put it up in this way, then on there. Yeah, 4 points of contact to make here. That's on. Push this in. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Shoot. Here we go. Put this on. Top here. Okay, good. Let's put this in. All right, let's put that other nut on. Titanium sure does look pretty. Just generally doesn't sound very good. I've fought doing this exhaust for a really long time. But I hope we're doing the right thing. We'll see. It's wanting to cheat. There we go. The left. So then you can tell they make little circle cuts so you can see if it's sealing up or not. Here goes number 2. By the way, exhaust installs are always easier with a couple of people. But I'm a loner, so I'm gonna do it myself. First things first, let's get this up in here. Sucker's gonna fall on my head, I know it. Good thing it's titanium. Come on. Ouch. This has to turn. Should be freaking simple. Swear to you, today is not my day. I'm gonna roll through this. This is like I don't know how many exhausts I put on an M3, but it's a lot. Struggling today. Put this on. That's gonna be hard now. God dang. This is a joyous one. So this thing is supposed to stay in there, but it's not working. Maybe that's why they're giving us this washer. Is this bolt pulled right through? That's got to be what this is for. I just think that this, yep. The other side seems okay. All right, we're done. So there's the exhaust. Got the tips on. I don't like carbon fiber tips. I gotta find some titanium. So I wiped it all down with WD-40. Got all the plates back on. Everything lined up. I didn't end up putting those pieces on that were like right here. The brackets weren't fitting. So let's fire it up and see what it sounds like. So my fear is that this ends up being too tame. Sure, I'm gonna hate it, but we'll see. I'll let it warm up and do a couple of quick little flybys.
We gotta let it break in a little bit. But you know, it's typical Akra weak. So I probably won't last very long with this exhaust, but we'll see. I wanted one. I'm going to keep it and hang on to it and keep it in the attic probably for the future, because it is a good OE-like exhaust. I mean, there's no better fit and finish, but we'll do some flybys and I'll live with it for a little while and see how it goes. But it's that typical tinny, you know, titanium sound that all titanium exhausts have that people pretend like they like. There's just no way to really love it. But I'm a glutton for punishment is what I do. Anyway, thanks for watching. As always, stay tuned for more crazy. See you in the next.